Welcome to this week's episode of Your Stock Request for the 26th of May. Hi, I'm Michael Gable, Managing Director at Fairmont Equities. Your Stock Request is the weekly video where I take your requests and analyse the share price charts. So this week we have NextDC, Pilbara Minerals, NRW Holdings, Megaport and Domino's Pizza. So if you have a request, please send them through. Make sure you're getting our free newsletter every Thursday, but if you'd like our better ideas, you need to get the Dynamic Investor Report, which we send out every Tuesday morning. But if you do enjoy these videos, we'd love you to share them on social media or even leave us a review. And if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Our main business is giving advice. So if you'd like to get my buy and sell alerts and have a trading account with me, then please give me a call and I'll explain how that works. And the advice here is general only. So this is the daily chart of NextDC. As we could see, formed a little double top there last year. So after hitting the previous high, congesting for a moment, it then broke down. So that was the initial sell signal, and we can see that the share price has been struggling ever since. So, an impulsive move down, tried to get going, followed by another impulsive move down. So in terms of what we're seeing at the moment, most recently we've got a fairly decent bounce here. So in May, it moved to a slightly new low and then bounced strongly, which is a good sign, but it is a little bit sort of overbought in the short term and hitting resistance now. I mean, quite obviously, these levels here will offer resistance. We could see that it's come back. So essentially, if we need to get bullish on this stock, it basically just needs to consolidate, in my opinion, sideways here and get itself ready for another move. Otherwise, because of such the strong move here, it is at risk of falling back. And obviously, if it breaks those support levels, that will be a negative. Okay, PLS. So we've got most recently sort of support around 260. So we could see over the last couple of weeks it broke support and was sitting under there for a few days before recovering slightly. But now it's hitting resistance. There's going to be a lot of, I think, resistance around this level here, just under $3. And we could see yesterday's price action was quite negative after hitting that level, closing on the lows. So I think we're likely to see a bit of a pullback again in PLS, and it just remains to be seen what it could do with this old support level. So I think at best, if it comes back to this old support 260, even call it 250, if it can hold on to those levels, then that would be a positive. Otherwise, of course, if it comes back here and can't hold on, then the next level that you're sort of looking at is, if we look at all this sort of price action and turning points here between 220, that would be the next level down. Okay, NRW Holdings, which is NWH. So a bit of a base here where it broke out in February. It's sort of come back to retest it, not necessarily on the horizontal line, but it looks like if we hook up all these highs, it's basically come back here to retest it. Seems to be moving again. So it looks like it wants to recover now. Just looking at this pullback here, it seems to be breaking higher. So recent downtrend looks to be breaking. I mean, this is probably even a buy here if you run a tight stop. Naturally, you'd expect it to run back up to the previous peak, which offered a lot of resistance. So for the moment, it looks like it's going to head back up here, and obviously if you can break this level, that would be even more bullish. Okay, Megaport, so performing very, very poorly. I mean, there's been a few sell signals on this one. I mean, most recently when it went to a new high and consolidated up here, $20 was obvious support, so I think breaking $20 was the first sell signal. Then it's tried to rally, again broken a prior low here at 18, again gapping down here. So a number of occasions where it was pretty clear that price action was negative. It's come back here, possibly basing only to break down. So again, another sell signal here as it fell through $12 and now it's trading under 7. So still trading quite poorly. Yeah, price action's negative. The sellers are still in control. It just can't seem to bounce. And to me, that doesn't look like it's trying to base either. So I think the risk is still to the downside on this one. Okay, Domino's Pizza. So pretty similar to Megaport, really. Just one big downtrend. Yeah, a number of sell signals on the way, just in terms of sort of gapping down here. Should have sold. If not, when it breached that low, again should have sold. Even here struggling to get going. If this was the sideways consolidation, it should have popped to the upside, but it popped to the downside. So again, another sell signal. So just looking pretty ugly all the way down. Still in a downtrend. This move here is most likely a bear flag. So when we look at bull flags on the way up, this is a little flag on the way down, where we've got the impulsive move and then it's struggling to get going. So you'd be looking for a downside break here, which would lead to further weakness. So yeah, look, risk is still to the downside. At best, it needs to go sideways for quite a while and build a base, but no sign of that happening yet. Okay, well, that's all for this week. If you have a request, send it through. We'll try to look at it next Thursday.